Okay, so this is just a discussion on the veiling of women in Islam and generally just why you cover up in Islam, how it affects you and the reasons that you decided to go ahead with covering up the way you do. So if you could just give us some kind of brief information on the reasons, etc.
Islam is a beautiful way of life. I don't call it a religion. I call it, a way of life, a system. And it's God's religion. And the thing is, I became Muslim 6 years ago.
Okay.
And I wasn't obviously covering. I didn't know nothing about Islam itself.
Yeah.
And it really goes back to the concept of Islam and what Islam is.
Okay.
And the beautiful kind of how it just so clearly and so rationally and so logically speaks to a human being on that level, and how in all its essence and all its entirety, how clear it is, So it's really from that moment when I had discovered and researched and looked into what Islam really is, not what Islam is portrayed in the media, that this was the actual word of God. This was the guidance that He had sent to us,
Okay.
and that is what I believe in. This and so following its commands, following its rulings and stuff like that came very simple. Now the veil itself, there's obviously a discussion about if it's of it being a compulsory act or a recommended act, and that's really what it is. It's either really highly recommended, or it's or they say otherwise.
Okay.
Now, I take the position of it being a highly recommended act. So I don't believe it's a compulsory act. However, I see the benefits of veiling, and I see the benefits of me putting it on, because at the same time, like going back to the concept of Islam and what it is really, it's really, the concept of Islam, just to quickly just say it, because
Okay.
yeah, is that, worship one God, okay, we follow His laws, and we try to be the best we can in by following His laws.
Yeah.
We're basically being the best kind of citizen we can be, right?
Yeah.
So now there's many ills and many what do you call those things, like vices? Vices, like when the things that that are bad for all of us.
Yeah.
What do you call that?
I don't know.
Alright, okay. Because it's edited, yeah, I'm kind of like thinking long.
Don't worry.
But yeah, okay. So anyway.
But you're referring to veiling, and you're saying it's not compulsory. Are you referring to just like the niqab and the covering of the face? Or?
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
because what we were trying to get across is not just the veiling of the face, but also the veiling of the rest of the body. Because I see you cover your hair and the rest of your body as well.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the concept of hijab in Islam and for women to establish and to implement is, when you look at the benefits that it kind of builds for the rest of society.
Yeah.
Not, first of all, the woman, she covers not to please anyone but her Lord.
Yeah.
That's first and foremost. That's because the reason why she has a what's it? What do you call when you say, you're totally certain that this is the religion that it has.
So she's got no doubt in her heart, basically.
Yeah. Okay, so she follows this with ease. Okay, so now coming back to other factors and other benefits of this veiling is that look at the society. Okay, look at nowadays where you have women being raped every 3 minutes or whatever it is. Okay, and this whole child molestation and all this abuse, and how you see the portrayal of women nowadays.
Yeah.
The portrayal of women nowadays is like it's sex objects.
Yeah.
Sorry to say this, but it's like that, and it's like women are meant to believe that all they're about is is what they have physically.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's not about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, a woman should be. They say talk about liberation, but liberation is when you're when you wait, Karen, stop.